The
on,
fuck?
calm down. Anyways,
Wait,
right? So, in regards to the proposition in favor that God exists, right, or the argument in favor of the proposition that God exists, right? I guess we can hold to the calculus
relax.
notion
You're
of the
affirming his
probability
existence?
scheme of the distinctional domains, right, of the hypothesis
Probability
in
scheme we got
question,
set up.
index hypothesis in question, right? We can say, well, hypothesis one explains more that God exists in more conventional rational age to adopt to hypothesis one rather than the contrary within a domain. Obviously, if it is the case that these ages in question holds a hypothesis X and not the contrary of the oppositional hypothesis within the domain, so be more in reference and truthfully to hypothesis two, then obviously God exists because hypothesis just says that God exists. Everyone wants to say that, but you can give an argument or refutation to that.
Okay, so clear clarity. Hypothesis one just explains or has more explanationary power for God existing, so we affirm hypothesis one over hypothesis two.
And you're saying that, okay, to be clear, do you think there's a distinction between
I'm
explaining the
asking you a question about what you
exponentials in
said,
pawn?
bro.
Yeah, so the
That's
exponentials
confused,
just
bro.
says
Why are
that,
you
well,
why
we
are
can
you
have
burning
some type
shifting
of
then?
hierarchy
I asked
notion
you a
of
clarifying question
explaining
already, but
things within the domain of X, which is more indexed to the proposition that God exists. Yeah,
bro,
that's
what?
false. I think
Bro,
that
yo,
needs
yo,
an
wavy,
argument.
wavy,
I mean,
wavy.
I
I'm
don't
getting
know why we
confused.
can't
I'm
hold.
asking a question about what you said, bro. I haven't even gave you
Yeah,
any
and the
intelligent
question is
critique
somewhat
yet.
confused. I never gave reasons to
I
why. Like,
asked you what did you
obviously,
said. How
if
are you
there's some type
confused
of
about a
relevant
question that asks
distinction
is what
in
did you
regards to the
say?
type of talk
Are you
that
retarded?
invokes explaining
Are you
things invoking
retarded?
the domain of
How are
X,
you
right?
confused
And
about
that's
a
just
question that
implied to the
said what did you
hypothesis in
say? Are
question
you
that God
stupid?
exists, then you will need to cash out the definitions or the exponentials that explicit
Bro,
explain them. It's in
Your
question
liberating because you're
to
overheating because
explain in here,
ChatGPT is not gonna
sir.
save it for me. I asked you what did you say? How was the question confusing?
I told you how it was confused, you fucking retard. Are you dumb?
Okay, so explain it one more time for us, bro.
I'll explain it one more time. Is that an obligation I have to do? Do I have to
I
explain
mean,
to you one more
if you
time,
don't do the
retard bitch?
if you don't want to do the obligation, I'm not gonna force you to do it, bro. I can just say, what's the probability
Okay,
scheme
that's
being
fine
utilized
then.
here?
So
Because
give a
using modal
response.
talk
You
there.
can give a response, and that's fine. We can
I
totally
just did.
conclude.
I said, what is the probability being utilized here? The modal talk. You're using modal talk here. What's the
Oh,
probability schema?
yeah. Okay, so when you're in reference to the hypothesis domain, right? I mean, I don't technically think that inherently has to follow some type of probability schema. I mean, obviously, we can take
What
it
the
to a private
fuck?
language model. Yeah, calm down. Anyways, I think we can take the type of talk in a private language domain model and just reaffirm it with some type of uh
A what model?
internalist notional pods that can just, refute the linguistical structure and question just some type of things that explains the semantics differently, which is still in question to the domain of God existing than the hypothesis notion.
Well, okay. When you say, when you invoke the word hypothesis or comparison of hypothesis, you don't think that invokes probability or any
I
type of
just
modal talk
told you
there?
we can put the linguistical structure in a domain that just talks about it differently.
The linguistical structure talks about it differently. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
So
that's
when
just
you
the
say okay,
Finian
so
dumb,
what's this
you
different structure
retard.
then? Just to be clear, what's the different structure that's being utilized?
Yeah, so linguistical structure here is just more in reference simpliciter to the Finians, and the Finians is watching it in question the hypothesis.
Okay,
I don't accept the norm, retard.
so be clear. So now it's not a linguistical framework that we're just
Yeah, to be
embedding.
clear here for the right, I'm saying that I deny the normative type of talk in regards to hypothesis. He said it has to follow probability semantics, which I'm denying, retard bitch. I don't know if this nigga's retarded.
That's when
Hello,
you
dumb
invoke
bitch.
hypothesis that you're utilizing.
Is he retarded? Oh God, you're fucking ass. There's no way. There's no way nigga said
So
these
verbatim
retards
language
above
model.
me.
Okay, so
What the
verbatim language
fuck?
model you think is independent of probability and modal talk? That's what you
I mean,
think?
obviously, are you fucking dumb? Okay, to be clear here, once again, obviously,
I'm
it is
asking
the
a
case that
question.
he
Stop running.
could reject the private language model that talks about
Do you
the
believe that
hypothesis semantics
the linguistical
differently,
talk there
right?
is
But
independent of
intuitively,
modal
he'll
talk
have to give
references
motivation,
there?
right? Or presumably, which he's not doing because he's a retard.
This
Anyways, right?
nigga
If you feel
stupid.
like, hold on,
This
listen,
nigga
listen.
is failing
If
to
you feel like
understand
you're
the way we
winning so
invoke
far, MZ,
hypothesis.
we can
Bro,
gladly
this
conclude.
nigga,
I'm
no, this nigga
perfectly fine
actually is
with that.
retarded.
I mean, it
This
is the
nigga does
case
not
that it
understand
feels
the
like
commitment
I've
being met here.
successfully
When he
proved
changes the
all my
linguistical
burdens,
framework of
and in
talk
fact, the
here, he's not
proposition to be
changing
so
the
much
any
true, given
properties
the
of
fact that
the
God
definition
exists. I
of
already
about the
said the reason to
hypothesis
why
there.
as well.
Nigga parroting
Rational
about the
agents
hypothesis
eventually
with no
adopt
bounds of
hypothesis one and told
comparison.
him that
Dog,
God
what the
exists,
fuck is this?
retard. He didn't
That
refute
is
that. He was actually quiet
retarded.
on those hypotheses. He didn't even hear what the fuck I
That is
said, right? And I
retarded. This
told
nigga
you
is
to why I don't
stupid
have to
as
repeat what I
fuck.
said to him, given the fact that
This
it's
nigga
not going to
is
be valid to be
retarded,
obligated for
bro.
me to do so.
Okay, bro.
But anyways, right?
Unironically,
We can conclude, you fucking retard. Do you want
baby,
to
you
conclude?
are a
Do
retard.
you
You
want
are
to
actually
conclude?
retarded.
Do you want
No
to
one is saying
conclude?
that in this
Do you want to conclude?
linguistical framework model
Do
that
you want to
you're using
conclude?
modal talk as being
Do you want
independent
to
of some sort of
conclude?
a connection there.
Do
When
you
you're
want to
comparing a
conclude? I
hypothesis to
already
another
gave my reasons why I
hypothesis.
think I
Are
won,
you
bitch. Do you
retarded?
want to conclude, dumb bitch? Or do you want to keep going and
This
get shit
nigga
on?
compared a
You're absolutely
hypothesis.
ass. Attack the model, dumb bitch.
I did attack the model, bro. The model itself does not acknowledge its commitments,
And to
dumbass.
be
When you
clear
want to
here,
compare
and to be
hypothesis,
clear here,
hey, when you want to compare
and to be clear
hypothesis,
here, right?
you believe you're
All I'm
independent from
saying
the
that,
modal talk or
oh,
the
okay, yeah,
base talk there,
shut the
it
fuck up.
seems
All I'm
fucking
saying is, well, in
confused,
internal
bro.
stimulus
That
type
is
of talk there,
retarded as
right? We can
fuck.
invoke the
Mind
hypothesis
you,
within
you're not
the
gonna tell me the
private
model
language
supposed to play
domain.
full
It
fucking
can
modal talk there,
justify
nigga. You're not
how
gonna
it is more
remove the modal
epistemically
talk there when you
warranted
just
for
change the
conventional
framework and the
agents to
linguistical
adopt to the
framework of
domain
it.
in
That is
question to
stupid
the
as
private
fuck.
language
You
system.
dick
You
riding
fucking dumb
ass
bitch.
nigga.
But anyways, right? If
Bro,
you
can you
think you're
actually
winning, because
attack
I
what I
don't think you
said?
gave
Can you
a
attack what I
successful
said? Can
refutation,
you
that
attack what
shit
I
was
said?
ass,
Can you
bitch.
attack what I said?
Anyways, if
Can you
you
attack
think
what I
you're
said?
winning,
You don't
you
attack what I
can
said. You
gladly
don't think it's
conclude
necessity?
if you
Wait, wait, wait.
actually think you successfully refuted the private language
I
domain
don't
and
care.
how it talks
There's
about
no
some
necessary. Wait,
invoking
wait,
the
wait.
hypothesis,
I
retard.
know. I'm
We
gonna
can
keep
gladly
going because I
conclude
know
because
you
nobody
can't
thinks you're
track.
winning
I
here.
know
You're
you
dog
can't
shit.
track. I know you can't track.
You're
I know you can't
absolutely
track.
dog shit.
So wait. I'm gonna be this very clear. Do
Whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
reject?
whoa, whoa. Here, anyways, you want to
You're
conclude, dumb
relax.
bitch?
You're
You're
relax.
retarded.
Do you reject? Wait. Do you reject the linguistical framework that you're abiding by? Rejects modal talk, or doesn't seem to be necessary to invoke modal or probability
To be
talk or
clear
probability
here,
field
right?
to
I
know
don't
what it is?
know. Yeah, to be clear here, right? I don't know why we can't hold to like some type of view that just says we can just ban these type of talks and not deny. I think there's a clear, relevant
Because
distinction there, you
then
fucking dumb
this
bitch.
can
But
still
anyways,
exist.
right? We can conclude. If you honestly think you're winning this, we can conclude. That's fine. If
No,
you
no,
think
no,
you
no.
rejected the
We can continue because I
Wait,
want to
wait,
finish
to be
this
clear, if you think you
conversation.
rejected the private language type of talk
I
there
do
in
think I did,
regards
but I
to
still want to
hypothesis
continue, bro.
or
I still see how
hypotheses,
dumb this
right?
is,
You
dog.
can gladly conclude. We can conclude, that's
All
fine.
right, we're not gonna force conclusions, little nigga. Anyways, we can continue. Anyways, I'm gonna just talk about what I was just
This
saying, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that
If
was
you don't
actually
want to
retarded.
I
Wavy,
mean, you can gladly attack the
wait.
argument,
Let me
right?
just make
But
sure.
it seems to be the case. You're confused on
The
what the
talk there.
argument
You
even
have to stop
entails,
denying
right? You said,
the
well,
model talk.
probability already talks about,
Let's
well,
not generate
hypothesis, he's
or
already
the
talks about the semantics invoking
internally or
domains of,
externally.
I guess, Bayesian, right? You
It's
fucking
not only
retard.
retarded,
Already said,
it's
well,
even
why can't we just handle the Bayesian linguistical structure, put a private
harmless.
linguist where we
This
talk about
nigga
these
is
type of
actually
normative
idiot.
semantics
This is
differently
literally
in
a
a more
loser.
somewhat idiosyncratic way, right? You fucking dumb bitch.
Idiosyncratic
But
way?
then you said you gave
Bro,
a
do you
refutation to
deny the
that, which I
conditions
don't
of
think your
the present?
refutation
You deny the conditions
successfully,
of the present.
went
You
by
deny the
or
conditions of
debunk
the present.
anything I said in
You
regards to
deny the
private
conditions of
language
the
domain
present.
and the
You deny the
argument in
conditions of the
favor of a
present.
proposition that God
You
exists, you
deny the
dumb
conditions
bitch.
of the present.
But anyways,
You
right? And
deny
I
the
already gave
conditions of the
reasons to
present.
the case,
You
bitch
deny the
ass
conditions of
nigga.
the present.
But anyways,
You deny
right?
the
It
conditions
is
of the
the case
present.
that you're not giving the
You deny
reference
the
to my
conditions of the
refutation
present.
in regards to
You
private
deny the
language
conditions
domain
of the
type of
present.
talk that
You deny the
rejects
conditions of the
the
present.
Bayesian type of talk
Do
or
you
semantics,
deny
like
the conditions
invoking
of the
that
present?
God
Why are you
exists
gonna answer?
and also
Do you deny the
invoking the
conditions of the
hypothesis
present?
in question, which you're
Do you
obviously
deny the
confused
conditions of
on,
the
you
present?
fucking dumb bitch.
Do you deny
But
the conditions
anyways,
of the
it
present?
is also
Do
the
you deny
case
the conditions
that
of the
you're getting
present?
over
Do you deny the
because
conditions of
you're
the
a
present?
fucking
Do
retard.
you deny
I
the
don't know why
conditions
you're
of the
trying to do
present?
shit
Do
where
you
you're
deny the
trying to
conditions of
talk
the
over
present?
me, but it's not
Bro,
working.
you
But
want
if
to
you
go
want to
into a
conclude, you
toxic
ugly
game?
ass
Do
bitch,
you
we
deny that
gladly
the
can.
conditions
And
are
actually,
content to
I'm
give away
so willing.
here?
Listen, I'm so willing to like confidently beat you on anything in life.
Bro,
On
I know you
God, we can
believe
go.
that,
We
bro,
can go
but do you
face
want to stick
post.
to the
I look
present?
better
Can you
than
answer
you.
the
You're
question?
ugly as
Can you
shit, and
stop fighting
nobody
and answer the
wants you.
question?
Right? Your
Can you
mom
answer the
doesn't want
question?
you. You
Do you deny
nobody
the
wants
conditions
you.
of the
You're a
present? Shut
fucking
up, stop.
bum, nigga. You're
Hey,
adopted. You're a fucking
please,
loser. But
no,
anyways, right? That's
hold on.
nevertheless. I want you to
You
attack the private
deny the
language domain
conditions
model,
are
and I
still
also
present
want you to
in your
attack the
model.
argument invoking like God exists. You fucking dumb bitch.
This
If
nigga's a
not, we can
retard.
conclude this is fine. You're a retard.
Hey, wait, this is a contention. I'm gonna say it again. Do you deny that the conditions
I
are
don't
present
care. I
in
don't
your model
care what you
framework?
say. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't care
I
what I
already
said?
gave
You
my
don't care what I
response
said?
index to why your fruition doesn't hold up. That attacks the private language
It does hold
model,
up. You didn't
invoking
deny the
how we can
subjection. You denied
use
the pending.
hypothesis type of
This
talk
was the
and
present with
put
the
it into
period that
something
the
that's
model
gonna
is
be
about
new within the
property
term
view.
stimulus
You both the
conclusion. You fucking
probability field.
retard.
And if you see that
Obviously,
why
it
the
is the
pending
case you're
expression
lost
has
on that, you
properties,
dumb
dumbass?
bitch.
Well, we're gonna say
But do
this
you want
about
to
the
conclude?
Bayesian view and some classical view. Actually, it doesn't matter what probability we use. Comparing between two requires between two different separations.
Probability semantic in
Example,
question,
when
you
you get
fucking
opposite
dumbass.
view,
Are you retarded?
proportions
That's
within
what's in
meaning.
question,
You
obviously,
dumbass
by you.
nigga.
I
And
deny
that's how
that
classical view
hypotheses can
probability.
invoke.
We take
Wait, to
probability
be
model
clear here,
and utilize
for the right, I
configuration.
already
Then
deny
you
that
compare the
probability
output
semantics though has to
independently
always invoke the linguistic structure in
internally or
question
externally to the
to
model.
a
You absolutely
hypothesis.
retarded bitch.
It's obviously fucking lost.
Obviously, we're not talking
Hello?
about the things not even present here.
Hello?
So
This
there's a
nigga's
probability
retarded,
is
and I already gave reasons to why we should
independent of
adopt
the
to the
model.
model. model, you dumb bitch. But you didn't even attack the rational reason why should we adopt the model in question, the private system that talks about hypotheses medically different. You fucking retard. They can be used in an idiosyncratic way. You dumbass bitch. Those are all my reasons why. We can say, well, the type of talks that invokes the justification there is going to be more epistemically rational given the conventional agent's warranty. You fucking retard. But anyways, if you still think you won, we can conclude that's fine. You're fucking ass.
Wait. Do you reject the
Nobody
mathematical
thinks you're
axioms
winning.
then?
You're dog shit.
You reject the mathematical axioms then?
Is he retarded? Wait, to be perfectly clear here. Wait, hold on. Hear what you're asking. I refuse. No, actually, no, I don't refuse there. I deny whatever the you're a retard, right? And they're
You're
not a
not even
binary in a
asking
partition.
what's
But
grounded
anyways,
in.
right? Back to what I was
How
saying,
grounded
you
in.
retard. I already gave reasons to why we should adopt the model. Not only that, outside of those type of
Reasons?
talks, I already
The
gave the argument in
reasons?
favor for the proposition
Hey,
being
I think
true.
you're
You
confused.
fucking dumbass bitch. You're
You're
ugly as
confused.
shit.
You're
You're ugly
confused.
and chop. Kill yourself.
You're
You're ugly and
confused.
broke.
You're actually so
Anyways,
confused.
right? If you
You're so
honestly
confused
think
from the
you're
talk.
winning
You're
this, we
so
can
confused from
conclude.
the
That's
talk.
fine. You're
You're so
absolutely
confused from
fucking
the
dog
talk,
shit.
Terry.
I don't
You're
know
so
who
confused from
has
the
to be
talk,
above
Terry.
this
You're actually
retard,
so
but I
confused from
want
the
you to
talk,
change
Terry.
everything right fucking
Even
now.
if
This nigga's
the model
retarded
is
as
the
shit. He
what?
hasn't
Nigga,
attacked the
when was
argument so
that?
far,
Since
and he
you
hasn't
dropped the
attacked the model.
acting,
He's a
was
fucking
you dropping
retard.
probability schema in the modal talk? Are you retarded? That's what you just told me. This nigga is a burger.
Okay, MZ. I'm gonna ask you a couple
You
questions,
never
right?
get
Do
done,
you
by the
think
way.
the
We can
hypothesis
conclude.
type of
We
talk
can
invokes
conclude. We can
probability
conclude. We can
schemes?
conclude. No, you want
You
to conclude. Let's
retard.
conclude. We can conclude. We
All
can
right, all right,
conclude.
that's fine. Yeah, we can go. Yo, Polar, do pose.
Nigga said
You're
polls do
dog shit.
polls. I
Your
reject
ass.
polls. I don't care for polls. I reject polls.
No. On God, we can do pose.
I
On
just
God,
said
we can do pose. That's fine.
I said reject polls.
No.
This nigga
On
just
God, we
told
can
me
do
for
pose.
the
I want you to
framework to
get
be in bed
embarrassed. I
languages.
want you to
This
get
nigga,
embarrassed. No,
this nigga
God
Wavy
do
is a
pose. On God,
bot.
do pose.
Nigga said
On
he
God,
don't
do
even
pose. On
know.
God, do
He
pose. On
don't
God, do pose.
wait,
On God, do pose.
let me
You're
see this.
dog shit. You're
Let me see this. Let me
absolutely
see this.
ass.
Let
You're
me see this.
terrible. Do
Let me just
pose.
mute this, bro. Screw, just mute this, bro. I reject polls, by the way,
Niggas
because I
dog
Yo, I'm not
shit.
gonna lie,
I
bro. I
reject
couldn't
polls.
hear a word this nigga MZ
Niggas
said, bro. He was
dogs.
getting dropped by this nigga Mike, bro.
Bro, Angular scribbled, bro. Basically, all this nigga's retarded. This nigga
Oh my
changed his
gosh. He's
establishment
finna
of comparisons
lose.
to a framework in which you've been by the linguistics, and this nigga was comparing two hypotheses. And I was telling this nigga, if you compare two hypotheses, that literally requires some type of higher probability scheme or induction there. And when you compare the probability models, specifically about the middle talk
That's
there,
not that's
bro,
not what's
and
being
that's
said at
all
all.
this
You
nigga can't even
retard.
cash that out, except to get
It's
into
on rec, by the
inference
way.
and
Hold on.
exponent. This nigga failed to do it.
We can go on the
This
rec
nigga
and
thinks
see
when
you're
you embedded
retarded.
in linguistical framework,
That's
you're
not
not
what you
abiding by
said.
the same
You're a
conditions.
retard.